Friendly smiles and sweet words can sometimes conceal jealousy and deception. We like to believe we can recognize those who are genuine, but in reality, it's not always that simple. The most dangerous people are often those who hide their true feelings the best. Imagine this. You're celebrating a big success at work, surrounded by friends and colleagues congratulating you. Yet, something feels off. Could there be someone in that crowd hiding their jealousy behind a forced smile? Their words may be kind, but their eyes tell a different story. These subtle yet powerful signs can help you detect jealousy and deception before they harm you. In today's video, I'll share 10 effective methods to identify insincerity and envy in others, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. These principles have been tested for thousands of years, offering not only emotional resilience, but also the ability to build and maintain healthier relationships. By applying these methods, you will grow stronger, wiser, and more aware, protecting yourself from toxic relationships and fostering a life of peace and happiness. Before we begin, I have a small challenge for you. Watch this video until the end. Every lesson is crucial in helping you stay true to your path. If you're ready to explore the profound wisdom of Stoicism, drop a comment below saying, "I'm ready to embark on this journey." One of the fundamental lessons of Stoic philosophy is, don't believe in words, believe in actions. A person's actions are the clearest reflection of their true intentions. Words can be manipulated, disguised, or outright false, but actions reveal the truth. Pay close attention to contradictions between what people say and what they do. For example, a colleague may praise your success in public, but criticize you behind your back. A friend might promise to be there for you yet vanish when you need them most. Ask yourself, have you ever felt that someone says one thing but does another? Have you encountered people who make promises but never follow through? As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. People's true nature is revealed in moments when they think no one is watching. Observe carefully. This will help you distinguish between genuine allies and those merely wearing a mask. Nothing exposes a person's true feelings like your success. A sincere friend will celebrate with you, recognizing your hard work and dedication. But a jealous person, they may offer a fake smile while secretly resenting your achievements. Their envy might reveal itself through passive-aggressive remarks, downplaying your success, or even sabotage. Think back to a recent milestone in your life. How did the people around you react? Did their words match their body language? The wise understand that another success is not their failure. But jealous individuals view your progress as a threat, a reminder of their own stagnation. What should you do if you notice someone is envious? Rather than confronting them, focus on yourself. As Stoic philosophy teaches, we must let go of what we cannot control and instead nurture authentic connections built on respect and support. A person's true character is revealed not in how they treat their equals or superiors, but in how they behave towards those who have nothing to offer them. Stoic wisdom teaches us that respect and kindness should be universal, not conditional. Those with noble souls treat everyone with dignity, whether they are speaking to a CEO or a janitor. However, deceitful and jealous individuals change their behavior based on who's watching. They may charm those in power, but disrespect those beneath them. Have you ever noticed how some people change their behavior depending on who they're dealing with? A true sign of deception and jealousy is when someone respects power and personal gain rather than people themselves. When someone treats those of lower status with disrespect or indifference, it reveals their true nature, one rooted in insecurity and pettiness. Such individuals see kindness as a tool for manipulation, not as a genuine value. But this isn't just about observing others. It's also about self-reflection. How do you treat those who are vulnerable? Recognizing and correcting your own shortcomings is key to becoming a true Stoic. Always remember, how people treat those who can do nothing for them is the most honest reflection of their character. Are you ready to sharpen your awareness and identify such individuals? Try applying this method in your daily life and see what changes. Excessive flattery is one of the most overlooked signs of deception and jealousy. Unlike sincere compliments, which are constructive and genuine, flattery goes beyond reasonable limits and often carries hidden motives. When someone showers you with unrealistic praise, ask yourself, does this compliment match my actual achievements? Could they have an ulterior motive? Are they trying to manipulate or gain something from me? People who engage in excessive flattery are often masking jealousy, attempting to lower your guard, or setting you up for future exploitation. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." While compliments can be pleasant, beware of those that feel forced or excessive. Instead of being swept away by insincere admiration, learn to evaluate praise objectively and stay true to your core values. A common example? In the workplace, you might notice colleagues who flatter you publicly but never support you when you need help. They act friendly when convenient, but speak poorly of you behind your back. By recognizing and handling excessive flattery, you protect yourself from fake and jealous individuals while building a life based on authenticity. Have you ever experienced over-the-top flattery? How did you react? Share your story in the comments below. Saying is easy, doing is difficult. One of the most powerful ways to unmask jealousy and deceit is by observing a person's consistency over time. Stoic philosophy teaches us that a person's true nature is revealed through their repeated actions, not just their words. Watch closely. Do they uphold their values in different situations? Do they act differently depending on who is watching? Do they treat people fairly, or do they switch their behavior based on personal gain? A jealous and deceitful person will struggle to maintain consistency. They may appear warm and friendly when they need something, but turn cold and distant when they don't. For example, you may notice someone praising you in public, yet secretly undermining your success when you're not around. Their body language may reveal discomfort, their words may feel forced, or their gestures may seem off. Another sign of inconsistency is how they treat different people. A sincere person treats everyone with fairness and respect, regardless of social status. A jealous person will flatter one person while ignoring or belittling another for personal gain. Do the people around me stay true to their values, no matter the situation? Or do they constantly shift based on convenience? If someone in your life lacks consistency, be careful. They may be hiding jealousy and deceit beneath their words. We're now halfway through our journey. If these insights resonate with you, please like and share this video to spread the wisdom of Stoic philosophy to others. Drop a comment with "Always observe carefully" to let us know you're committed to strengthening your awareness. The way someone responds to criticism speaks volumes about their character. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone." A wise and sincere person sees criticism as an opportunity for growth. A jealous and deceitful person, however, sees it as a threat. People who react negatively to criticism often get defensive and angry instead of listening, retaliate harshly, or try to discredit the critic. Refuse to admit mistakes, even when presented with evidence. This behavior often stems from insecurity. They fear exposing their weaknesses, so they attack instead of reflecting. Have you ever witnessed someone overreacting to constructive feedback? This is a strong sign of fragile self-worth and hidden jealousy. A good leader or friend welcomes feedback. They listen instead of dismissing. They adjust and improve rather than lash out. A bad leader or friend, however, may ignore, punish, or resent those who offer constructive criticism, creating a toxic environment of fear and dishonesty. Now, ask yourself, how do I react when I'm criticized? Am I open to learning, or do I get defensive? Your answer can reveal not just the truth about others, but also about yourself. In our daily lives, we often encounter unconscious comparisons. remarks that may seem harmless at first, but could reveal underlying jealousy or deceit. Stoicism teaches us to pay attention to these moments, as they can help us spot insincere individuals. When someone unintentionally compares you to others, they might be revealing more about their own insecurities than about you. These comparisons often stem from feelings of jealousy, envy, or a desire to undermine your achievements. For example, imagine you achieve a significant milestone at work. Instead of celebrating your success, a colleague says, "That's great, but I think John did it better." This isn't just an innocent comparison. It's a sign of jealousy. Your colleague may feel threatened by your progress and is trying to downplay your success to protect their own ego. Listening to unconscious comparisons can help you identify who genuinely supports you. True friends don't need to compare you to anyone else to show their admiration. They accept and appreciate you for who you are, not in relation to someone else. Stoic philosophy advises us to view these comments as external factors, things beyond our control. By making this distinction, we can protect our inner peace and not let others' insecurities affect us. Do you agree with this Stoic view? If so, like the video. If not, comment 0 so we can discuss and explore it further. Stoicism teaches us that failure is not something to fear or avoid, but a chance for growth and self-improvement. The way a person reacts to failure can reveal their true character and motivations. Truly strong and honest people face failure with humility and a willingness to learn. They accept that failure is part of life and see it as an opportunity for growth. They don't blame others or make excuses. They take responsibility and strive to improve. These are the individuals you can trust and admire. On the other hand, jealous and deceitful people often respond to failure by seeking external excuses to justify their mistakes. They might blame others or hide their failures, protecting their egos at all costs. They may even spread false stories to avoid taking responsibility. Have you ever met someone who always blames others for their problems or mistakes? This could be a sign of jealousy or deceit. Pay attention to how people handle failure. Do they admit their mistakes and learn from them? Or do they make excuses and blame others? A sincere person will own their mistakes and work to improve. A deceitful person will protect their ego and avoid the truth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A person's true nature is revealed at times of greatest adversity." Marcus Aurelius also said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." The way a person shares their successes and failures can reveal a lot about their sincerity or deceitfulness. Sincere individuals are humble about their achievements. They focus on the lessons learned from their experiences, not the praise they received. Deceitful people, on the other hand, often exaggerate their successes or even fabricate stories to make themselves appear more impressive. When discussing failures, an honest person will share what they've learned and how they've grown. A deceitful person, however, will either avoid discussing their failures or blame others in circumstances instead of accepting responsibility. Another red flag is when someone spreads negative information about others, whether it's distorting the truth, sharing confidential details, or undermining others to make themselves look better. This behavior is a clear sign of weakness and insecurity. When listening to someone share personal information, ask yourself, are they humble? Or do they seem overly proud? Do they take responsibility for their mistakes or blame others? These signs can help you identify whether someone is being genuine or if they're trying to manipulate others. Have you ever felt uneasy around someone, even though they seem friendly and helpful? If so, listen to your inner voice. Your instincts may be warning you about potential dishonesty or jealousy. Sometimes, we feel uncomfortable around people without knowing exactly why. This could be a sign that something about their behavior feels off. Ask yourself, does this person often try to compete with me? Do their compliments feel insincere or manipulative? These small actions can often indicate hidden jealousy or deceit. Trusting your instincts can help you identify toxic people and protect yourself from their negative influence. Never underestimate your inner voice. It's a powerful tool for distinguishing between those who genuinely have your best interests at heart and those who only pretend to. However, while your instincts are important, it's also crucial to balance them with reason. Consider both your gut feeling and logical judgment before making any conclusions. This concludes our lessons on recognizing jealousy and deceit. Keep your awareness sharp, trust your instincts, and stay true to your values. If these insights resonated with you, like and share the video, and don't forget to leave a comment with your experiences. Your reflections can help others see things more clearly. How someone handles conflict says a lot about their true character. Sincere individuals approach conflict with a mindset of resolution and mutual understanding, seeking a fair outcome. They listen carefully, stay calm, and respect the perspectives of others, even when they disagree. On the contrary, jealous or deceitful people often react with aggression, defensiveness, or manipulation. They may escalate conflicts unnecessarily or seek to discredit others. This kind of behavior usually stems from a place of fear or insecurity. When assessing someone's reaction to conflict, ask yourself, do they seek resolution or do they escalate tension? Are they respectful or do they manipulate the situation for personal gain? A genuine person will accept praise with grace and humility. They won't boast, nor will they feel uncomfortable with recognition. They understand that praise is not meant to define their worth, but simply an acknowledgement of their effort. However, a jealous or deceitful individual might exaggerate their response to praise, acting overly modest to downplay their achievements or acting overly proud to draw more attention to themselves. They may even become uncomfortable with praise and deflect it, particularly if they feel they don't deserve it. Watch how they respond to compliments. Do they accept praise with humility, or do they become overly boastful or uncomfortable? Are they quick to downplay their achievements, or do they exaggerate them to elevate their status? How someone reacts under stress can reveal a lot about their true nature. Stoic individuals remain calm, composed, and logical, even in the face of stress. They understand that stress is a natural part of life, and they focus on solving problems rather than becoming overwhelmed by emotion. A jealous or deceitful person, however, may lose their temper, act irrationally, or become excessively emotional when stressed. They may use stress as an excuse for negative behavior or manipulation. This emotional instability often stems from insecurity and fear of being exposed. Ask yourself, how do they respond when faced with stress? Do they remain composed, or do they react with aggression or irrational behavior? Lastly, observe how someone handles praise and criticism from others. A stoic person welcomes both praise and criticism with an open mind. They are capable of accepting constructive feedback without becoming defensive, and they take praise without becoming arrogant. They understand that both are a part of personal growth. On the contrary, a deceitful person might shun criticism and act defensively, never learning from their mistakes. They may insist on being right and dismiss others' opinions. When praised, they may become overly boastful or use it as a means to manipulate others. Consider, how do they react when praised? How do they handle criticism? Are they open to growth, or do they become defensive? These lessons provide you with a framework for understanding the people in your life. As you apply these principles, you'll be able to identify people who truly align with your values and those who may be hiding their true motivations. By embracing the Stoic philosophy of self-reflection, awareness, and discernment, you can build deeper, more authentic relationships and avoid being misled by jealousy or deceit. Deception is a difficult reality, but it's an essential skill to master in order to protect ourselves and our core values. Jealous and deceitful people can appear anywhere, from close relationships to everyday social interactions. They may present themselves as good friends, but deep down, they often harbor insecurity and conflict. Stoic philosophy teaches us to live with calm and wisdom. By embracing its principles, we can better identify and eliminate negativity in our lives. Remember, life is too valuable to spend time with people who don't genuinely support you. Use the strategies we've discussed today to recognize and avoid individuals driven by jealousy and deceit. You deserve a life filled with joy, peace, and positive relationships. Thank you for watching this video. If you found these methods helpful, please share them with your friends and family so we can build a better life together. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on more valuable content from us. Challenge yourself to apply at least one of these strategies in your daily life. Then come back here and comment, "I did it," to share your experience with the changes you're noticing. I'm always here to listen and offer support. Let Stoic philosophy be your guide, helping you find peace and strength on your journey through life. True friends are the ones who stand by your side when things get tough, not just when everything is going well. Support during difficult moments reveals a lot about someone's sincerity. They'll listen without judgment, offer help, and provide comfort during your struggles. However, jealous and deceitful individuals often distance themselves when challenges arise. They may even take pleasure in your misfortunes, seeing your struggles as a way to boost their own sense of superiority. Pay attention to how people behave when you're facing hardships. Do they offer help and empathy, or do they pull away? Are they genuinely concerned about your well-being, or are they more interested in themselves? Observing this behavior can help you recognize true allies from toxic individuals. One of the most revealing signs of character is how someone takes responsibility for their actions. Honest individuals are quick to admit when they've made a mistake and will apologize or take steps to correct their actions. They don't try to shift the blame or hide their mistakes. Jealous and deceitful people, on the other hand, avoid accountability at all costs. They may deflect blame onto others or make excuses for their actions. This lack of ownership shows a lack of integrity and a desire to protect their image rather than grow. Ask yourself, how do they react when something goes wrong? Do they accept responsibility, or do they try to blame others? Sincere compliments are often specific, genuine, and focus on your achievements or qualities that others truly admire. They don't have hidden motives and don't aim to manipulate your emotions. They come from a place of respect and admiration. On the other hand, empty praise or compliments that feel overblown can be manipulative. Often, when someone excessively praises you without substance, they may have ulterior motives, like trying to gain favor or use you for their own benefit. When receiving compliments, ask yourself, is this person praising me for who I am or for something they want to get from me? Do their words match their actions, or is it just lip service? How someone reacts to the success of others reveals a lot about their true nature. A genuine person celebrates others' successes and doesn't feel threatened by them. They feel joy for others' achievements, knowing that someone else's success doesn't diminish their own. In contrast, a jealous individual may feel threatened by others' successes and downplay or undermine them. They may even try to take credit for others' achievements or criticize others to feel better about themselves. This behavior is often driven by insecurity and envy. Ask yourself, how do they react when someone else achieves success? Do they genuinely congratulate others, or do they seem envious or dismissive? It's important to note that genuine people will celebrate your achievements and cheer you on when you succeed, as they have no need to feel threatened. They recognize that everyone has their own journey and successes. If someone is supportive and truly happy for your success, it's a clear indicator of sincerity. However, if someone tries to downplay or undermine your success, this is a sign of jealousy. They may be reluctant to celebrate others because they secretly feel inadequate. This should be a warning sign for you to be cautious about their intentions. Empathy is a crucial indicator of a person's character. A truly stoic individual is empathetic, meaning they are able to put themselves in others' shoes, listen carefully, and understand emotions without judgment. They respond with compassion, even when they may not agree. In contrast, a jealous and deceitful person often lacks genuine empathy. They may use other people's vulnerabilities against them or fail to show understanding when someone else is in distress. Their inability to connect emotionally is often a sign of internal insecurity. People's behavior toward authority figures can reveal their true nature. A Stoic person respects authority not out of fear, but out of respect for principles and order. They understand the value of humility and cooperation when dealing with authority. However, a deceitful individual may behave differently depending on the situation. They might be overly submissive to those in power in an attempt to gain favor, or they could display contempt or disrespect when they don't need to impress someone. Their actions may vary according to who can help them and who cannot. Observe, do they respect authority out of genuine values, or are they just seeking benefits for themselves? Are they consistently respectful to all, or only when it serves their own interests? Integrity is revealed when faced with difficult decisions, particularly those involving ethics and morality. A Stoic individual will stand firm in their values, even when it's hard, even if it means sacrificing something valuable. They don't take shortcuts or compromise on their principles to gain an advantage. In contrast, a jealous or deceitful person might take the easier route, even if it means bending the truth, being dishonest, or harming others. Their lack of moral backbone often shows in moments of pressure. Ask yourself, have you noticed this person compromising their values or making unethical choices? Do they stick to their moral principles even when no one is watching, or do they cut corners when it suits them? How someone reacts when they are no longer the center of attention is telling. A Stoic individual is comfortable sharing the spotlight. They don't need constant recognition and are happy to allow others to have their moment. They understand that success is not a limited resource and that everyone deserves acknowledgement for their contributions. On the other hand, a jealous person might try to steal attention back for themselves. They may interrupt, distract, or even undermine the person taking the spotlight in an attempt to bring the focus back to themselves. Observe how people react when others are praised or recognized. Do they cheer for others, or do they try to take attention away? Are they comfortable letting others shine, or do they need to be the focal point? The way someone interacts with a range of people